Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Zach Mac YouTube channel. I am obviously the Zach Moore from the First Zach Tech YouTube channel. I'm going to be making more videos on my Zach Mac channel, and I'm hoping that pretty soon I can be able to make more of my awesome videos with my other computer, which is going to be the Windows computer. But I finally got my new Mac! And as you recently know, I did a tutorial before when using my older Mac computer, but now that I have my new Mac computer, and I did a video on that recently too, I thought I'd do a more updated version of my AutoTuning tutorial. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go on our Mac computer, open up GarageBand, the newest version, and see what we can do with the new abilities. So here we are in GarageBand, and now what we're going to do is we're going to select our audio track here, and we make sure that it's set to the microphone. It's set to the blue snowball microphone for me, so I'm hoping that it'll work out. So let's see, what kind of song can we do? Oh, I got an idea. How about we also make sure you have the settings over here set to C minor, so that way you can get the correct pitch for this kind of particular song. So let's try this. You don't wanna be high like me, never really know white like me. You don't ever wanna step up the roller coaster and be all alone. Okay, so, if you don't know about the song, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'll have the link in the description, or the name in the description, for the person who was either the lead singer or the one who created the song. I think it's just the lead singer of a band of some sort. But now that we have our audio track, now we can get into all the effects that'll really make this work. So we're going to select the audio first by double clicking onto the audio. I'm going to pitch correction, and then changing the pitch like this. It's not actually the pitch, it's actually the effects to make it auto-tune. Because if I play this now, you don't want to be high like me, never really know white like me. Yeah, it's a little auto-tune, but we need to also set it to limited key, so that way it can be perfectly in sync and in key. Listen. You don't wanna be high like me, never really know white like me. See, that's pretty good. So, now the next thing we need to do is go over here to the smart controls, and now we just go to the EQ and make sure the EQ sets are okay. We're gonna bring the purple one up about that much, and we'll bring the orange about that much. Let's see how that sounds. You don't wanna be high like me. It sounds pretty good, but let's see what happens if we maybe bump up a little green. And we can also preview this while we do this. You don't wanna be high like me, never really know white like me. That sounds pretty good. Now also, if you hear a little bit of a, I don't know if you could hear it, but there's a little noise at the beginning, so let's go to the controls, go to the info tab here, and now we can add some noise gates, so that way there'll be less noise in our audio. So bring this up a bit, and now, you don't wanna be high like me, never really know why. Maybe a little less noise gate. You don't wanna be high like me, never really. That's better. So now, let's go to the plugins down here, and we can mess around with these effects like Master Echo and Master Reverb. Let's see what happens when we bump up this echo about right here. You don't wanna be high like me, never really. Nah, that's a little too much echo. Let's bring it down to right about there, and then bring the Master Reverb about this much. You know what? Now let's preview the whole thing. You don't wanna be high like me, never really know white like me. I think that works, I guess. But we could still kind of trim this around a bit to make it a little more better. So, the next thing we need to do is we need to go to the effects over here, and we could change the effects to anything we want. I'm going to choose I'm going to choose modulation over here and then select chorus. And then you could go through these. You can set it as a default chorus, or you can choose one of these presets over here. So I'm going to choose vocal backups. And this is what it sounds like with the vocals.
You don't wanna be high like me.
See, that's pretty cool. Now we're still not finished yet. We could go into the EQ and set different kind of EQs or dynamics with the noise gate, enveloper, limiter, compressor, that kind of stuff. But if you want to sound like you're from a video game, then you just go to the distort and bit crusher, and now you can just adjust the settings over here, or you could choose one of these classic things. Let's choose one of these effects here. See which one will work.
You don't wanna be high like.
Now let's try this one.
You don't wanna be high like me. Never really know life like me.
Yeah, that sounds pretty. That sounds pretty digital and sounds like a video game. But also, if you want to sound like a female, then you can go to pitch, vocal transformer, and you can mess around with these settings, and you can go to these presets here. And also, if you want to create a new preset, then you could just adjust these settings to however you want, and then you go up to here and then click save as, and then you could save the preset as anything you want. But for this one, I'm going to use my homemade preset called male to female, like on the old GarageBand. See, I just the way to be able to make it sound like a female is you go to the pitch, set it to +12, and then you go to the format and then go to +7, and then with that together, it sounds like this.
You don't wanna be high like me. Never really know life like me.
Pretty cool, isn't it? And if you want to make it sound like a very low man voice, then you could just let me go to the. Let's see. Well, actually, we can restart this effect here. Let's set these to 0. Oops, Control A, 0, or Command A unless you're on a Mac. Yeah, we're using this on a Mac, so forget the Control A. Use Command A to do this. So Command A, 0, or you could just bring this down here. And then you can bring this down. But for this tutorial, I'm actually gonna do this a different way. So the first thing we're going to do is restart this plugin, vocal transformer. Now it's set back to the default. Now if you want to sound like a male, for all you females out there who want to sound like a man, the numbers will be the same, but the plus logos will be different. Actually, you're going to bring this down to -12 and then -7. And now let's see how that sounds as a low baritone voice of a man.
You don't wanna be high like me. Never really know life like me.
Well, that's pretty good. But I'm obviously a man. I am sometimes I could do a baritone if I wanted to. But you know, I'm obviously I'm a very high baritone voice, or I don't know what kind of voice I am, but my voice is perfect, and I can be able to do voice impressions. You can check that out on my First Hack Attack YouTube channel. So now that we have everything put together, and you have, like I said, the noise gate, so that way you can reduce some of the background noise or the hissing noise in your audio file. And now let's see how this sounds all together.
You don't wanna be high like.
Oh wait, I think I almost forgot one tiny thing. Just in case you might notice, the limited key might turn off at some times, but you may need to keep fiddling around with that. But let's try this again.
You don't wanna be high like me. Never really know life like me. You don't ever wanna step up the roller coaster and be all alone.
So that's pretty cool. So that's how you auto-tune in GarageBand. I hope you found this tutorial useful. Be sure to check out more tutorials that I'll have coming up soon. Some of them will be using Final Cut Pro, some of them will be using iMovie, some of them we might even use some of them we might use iMotion and iTunes for making your own soundtracks and importing your own music. And then another GarageBand tutorial will be how to use these little loops, so that way you can be able to make your own music. And then you can be able to really make yourself some cool little pieces for each one of your projects. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out my Zach's Mac YouTube channel, and don't forget to check out the First Sack Attack YouTube channel as well, because I make new videos there too. I'm gonna be making more videos on that channel, I promise. I just need to get my my new Windows computer, because my old Windows computer ran out of space. But we'll discuss that at a different time. Anyway, bye. Oh man, this is really gonna be a lot of editing, don't you think?